Yeah, good afternoon. It's Jim from JAGfx.com. It is Saturday, the 21st of June 2025. This is my weekly analysis video where we have a look at some of the Forex pairs. I'm trading on the daily time frame using the high probability and divergence trading methods from my books. Happy weekend, everyone. Hope your weekend's going well. Bit of turmoil in the world at the moment with Israel and Iran, obviously, and still Israel and Palestine. Russia and Ukraine, but we all know that. It's a topsy-turvy world we live in. Always is, always will be. All right, like I said, hope everyone's weekend's going okay. On the football front, at least my team had a win on Wednesday, which was highly unexpected. Queensland. All good. My normal football team, they don't play until tomorrow, which is never, I don't like football games on Sundays. I like to have a few beers. I don't drink on Sundays, so it's not ideal. Other than that, it's all good. Let's get into it. Let's have a look at, and if you do like the video, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. It's always appreciated. So let's go find TradingView. All right, this is my TradingView charts. This is my watch list on the right here. I've just changed a little bit. It's all in alphabetical order. Mate, I'm doing the loss recovery on the MACD Platinum method for everything now, but I've still got a few trades open with the old trade management techniques. So that's why it's all in alphabetical order. Basically, the ones that are highlighted in light blue means I've got trades on. The ones highlighted in orange means I'm waiting for another setup. So that's all that means for the MACD Platinum, a loss recovery. I'm not a trade signal provider. Please don't follow me blindly. Please don't. I get things wrong. I'm just here to give ideas. I'm here to show you my methods from my books and discuss a few trade management techniques. So if you're going to trade, if you're going to follow me, just do your own analysis or due diligence and just don't follow me blindly, please. It's actually pretty good since I put the 3 moving averages back on the charts, because there's a few trades I've taken that I probably shouldn't have taken. Like this buy in here, I shouldn't have taken that. And there's a buy signal here. This is the USDCAD, which is a new addition, which I didn't take because this is a new pair. I had the opportunity to take that one there, and that just doesn't fit my criteria at all. Probably, if I hadn't those 3 moving averages, I'd probably consider that trade. It's no big deal, because the way I'm trading now, it's just a matter of waiting for a good signal. I don't care if I miss a trade, which you'll see shortly. So that's the USDCAD, nothing happening. It's in a slow grinding downtrend, as you can see, and the MACD Platinum's below the 0 level. There was a buy signal here. Didn't get me excited, and I didn't take it, and hindsight proved I'd rather be, I think, on the sell side there. Righto, Oz Swiss, let's have a look. All right. Now this is a little bit messy. I initially took a sell in here. I closed that one out. I don't know why. Yeah, small loss, tiny loss, $3.24. So I had a reverse signal here. So basically there, so I lost, actually it was 3 pips or 4 pips profit, but the swap. So that's most of that $3.24. It's not much, I know, and I could just absorb it and don't really care about it. But there's a new sell signal here presented. That buy is not valid at all. The MACD Platinum's above the 0. So I took the sell in here. So that's my second trade. So I closed the first one for a loss. Trade 2 sell, which is this one here on the 13th of June. And it's basically gone against me, but Friday it's popped down with MACD Platinum's below the 0 level. We have got a red dot on the MACD Platinum, but I'm going to close 0.2 because that second trade was for 0.3. I'm going to close 0.2. No stop yet. I just want to reduce the risk and recover that loss. That's all I want to do, recover the loss. And I must make a note on the Oz Swiss, on the sell side, the short side, the swap fees. I think at the moment, if memory serves me correctly, I've closed the platform, I can't show you. I think it was $40 up or something. The swap fees are minus 20, so it's basically half. It's a scam. I hate swap fees, and I do bitch about them a lot. There's a reason for that, because I think some brokers are ripping clients off, and that It always, look, I get it, you have negative swap fees, I get that on one side, but you shouldn't have negative swap fees on the other. There's a formula for working out swap fees, and you can look it up, but there's one little variable in that formula, and that's the broker's fee, which they don't tell you about, which they put in their favour, obviously. But it's cost of doing business, and the way I trade is just, if you're holding trades overnight or on Wednesdays or over weekends, depending on your broker, it does add up sometimes. So Oz Swiss closed that, 2/3 of that, and we won't put a stop in place. Aussie Yen, this is similar to the Oz Swiss, took a buy here, had a reverse sell there, took a loss, not even $11, so it's not a huge loss. And again, it's gone against me right from the get-go. We've got this sideways action, and it's a yen pair. You'll see what I mean by yen pair shortly. And look at this. Look, go back in. There's 3 dots there, but they're spread out. There's 3 dots there, spread out. 3 dots over here, but they're spread out a bit. Have a look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4 dots, all bloody side by side on the MACD platinum. So I don't know if we're heading in the right direction or not. There's the break-even level. So I haven't got far to go. Actually, I should. Yeah. All right. So what we'll do, I'll pause the video for a sec. Give me 2 seconds. All I did was just remove the buy, turn that light to grey. So sequence 1, loss recovery mode. There's the first trade was a buy. We're on the second one, which is a sell. So we just got to get down that yellow line, which is not far at all, and we'll clear that out, hopefully. Right, Aussie USD. All right. So, a couple of things here. This buy trade from the 11th of April was stopped out on the 19th of June. So it was actually stopped out on the spike down on the Thursday. It's sort of a little bit annoying because it just come down, touched my stop and bounced straight up, but Friday sort of confirmed that it was heading down anyway. So it stopped out for a profit. I just leave these on the charts for the weekend video to show you guys. So once I've done the video, I'll go in and tidy up this chart. So the buy's gone. Now I took this sell here and it was a loss, $134. Then I took this buy here, thinking it was going to be a loss recovery. It hasn't worked out. There's my levels I was aiming for. Didn't get it, just went. And this is one of these weeks where you got bullish candle, bearish candle, bullish candle, bearish candle, bullish candle. You don't think the market doesn't know where it's going? So we've got a new sell signal on Monday. Now I'm in 2 thoughts about this. I'm just going to close the buy trade, take a loss, add it to the list here, and wait for a new setup. I could take this sell. Even though the MACD platinum's below the 0 level, there's a couple of things I do like. And I think I'm taking this on my dollar cost averaging. Yeah, I'm taking it as a second sell on my dollar cost averaging. I like it because this green horizontal line's a 65-cent level. So it's a big round number. And as you can see, price struggles around that historically. This one's a 60-cent. You can see where it bounced around there too. We've got this regular bearish divergence there. See, price is grinding up. So you could take this sell here. I'm not going to. I'm just going to wait for a better, clearer setup, which I may regret. This might fall off a cliff. Who knows? But yeah, I'm closing on Monday. I'm going to close that buy trade and take a second loss. So then we'll wait for a trade 3 setup. So that's the Aussie USD. Bitcoin. Now, I was in a buy from there, the 7th of June. I got this reversal dot, QMP filter dot, closed for a very small profit on opposite QMP dot. So I'm out of this trade at the moment. MACD platinum still below the 0 level. We've still got this hidden bullish divergence there. So what I'm doing is waiting for a new buy signal. This level here is a $100,000 level. So that's a big round number, obviously. There's a 80,000 level. Yeah, so that's a big round number. So what we'd like to see is this come down a bit, even probably go lower than this price, go to the 100,000 or a bit lower, and this stay above. So it gives us the hidden divergence followed by regular bullish divergence. I'll take a buy. So I'm not in any trades at the moment on Bitcoin. I think I'm in a buy on the 8-hour charts. Hang on a sec, let's have a quick look. Go to 8-hour charts, BTC. Yeah, I'm going to buy. So first one's here. No dramas. That's the 8-hour charts. Right, so we're in nothing on the daily chart. So just waiting. So I'll tidy this chart up. Like I said, I'll leave this just to show you where I got out. So basically $30 or something. To me, that's a break even on Bitcoin. Euro Aussie. All right, now this is one, in hindsight, when I put the moving averages back on the chart, I probably wouldn't have taken this initial sell trade here. See this sell trade here? This is the initial trade. MACD Platinum's just above the zero level, and I made a note at the time, it wasn't a great setup, but valid all the same as MACD is above the zero level. But if I had the 3 moving averages on that, I probably would have ignored that. Now I'm in a sell, hedge buy, second sell on Monday. We've got a new buy signal here. On Monday, I'm taking a second hedge buy. So that'll hedge me. You can see that's going to be, I don't know where the price is. I'll put the blue line in. So there's a buy on Monday. I'm hedged. Overall break even, not applicable. It's hedged. Yeah, so I don't know. That line, that yellow line, will not be in play because basically I'm locking in a loss wherever they are, which is, it's good. They're all the prices are pretty close. So I can probably go, let this take the buy. If it keeps on going up, who cares? And once I get a sell, that's when I'll look to make some money on that side. Euro yen, it's just going up and up. It's a yen pair. There's a red dot on the MACD Platinum above the zero level, hence the grey vertical line. Just a warning signal from me. Remember, we're looking to sell when the MACD Platinum's above the zero level and buy when it's below the zero level. At the moment, it's just going up and up and up. Euro USD, I'm in a buy trade here from the 20th of May. I've got a stop in place, can't lose on that. So there's the buy there, stops up to a certain level. No rush on that stop. I've since taken a sell here. There's like a double top. There's a bit of divergence there, regular. So that was hidden bullish divergence. I'm going to take that every day of the week. And see, I've put the moving averages back. See how that's come back to the 50 moving average, that brown one there. That's nice. Take that one every day of the week. If you just took that signal, that sort of setup every time, you probably win more than you lose. And even if you don't win initially, if you go into like dollar cost averaging or something like that, or even hedging, you'll generally, it's not, I'm not writing you a guarantee here, but generally it'll come out on top. It's hidden bullish divergence, and we've got the regular bearish divergence there. So even though we're a little bit down on the sell, I've still got this buy on, so that covers that loss at the moment. So that's the Euro USD, and like I said, I'm starting to write notes again on the chart, just about the trades and stuff. So you can have a read of that if you want. Pound Aussie. All right. Now, all right, then this is a loss recovery, and this is a valid buy signal. This one is a good signal, except the only concern was that high. So there's a high there, we came down, and by the time we got the signal to buy, we were back at that same resistance level. So that was a concern, and as it proved, it was a resistance level. Prices come down and reversed me. I've got out, taken a loss, just under $100, $99.32. So on the reverse, took a loss. Now on Monday, there's a valid MACD Platinum buy signal here. I am going to take that. So there's a new buy, it's trade 2 for 0.30, I don't know what it is. And we'll try and recover that $100 and make some other money. Hopefully again, we've got to get back through this high here, or that resistance level hopefully, so we'll get through that hopefully. And just keep on going up, recover that loss, then look at doing some trade management. MACD Platinum's below the zero level. So Monday, pound Aussie, if you're not in a loss recovery, it's still a valid buy signal, which I should mark on my chart because I'll do a TradingView screenshot for that. Was the Euro Aussie, where is that? Yeah, give me 2 seconds. That's not a valid buy. All right, so pound Aussie, new buy. For me, it's a second buy trade on a loss recovery. Pound CAD. All right, now this was a multi-sequence hedging. So sequence 1 was a sell, then we had the hedge and a new sequence buy. Then we had second sell for sequence 1, a hedge for sequence 2, and a sequence 3 sell. My overall break even was this solid yellow line. I pushed down a bit, and pushed down a bit lower. I had to cover some swap fees, which I did on the 18th. So that's in here, the open, basically on the open of this candle, which is pat on the back, Jim, for getting that timing right. I closed out on the basically open the 18th of June, which I called on the day. Like all my trades, like I say, the market for me, the new daily candles, 4 AM local for me. I'm in Vietnam and Da Nang. I don't get out of bed till 6:30 or thereabouts, and so it's about 2.5 hours later. But not much happens in the markets. Maybe a couple of the yen pairs or Aussie New Zealand pairs might move a bit, but generally not much with all the other pairs. The currencies doesn't move much. So normally when I get out of bed, it's still around the open. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes a little bit better. Sometimes a little bit worse. Doesn't matter. But I'm consistent, and that's what you want to be, consistent. You probably know by now that I've got a fairly steady routine, including doing videos on Saturdays. It's been a long time since I've done a video on a Sunday or I've missed a weekend. Anyway, so I'm out of all those trades, closed all those trades on the 18th for a small overall profit. It was just getting a little bit ugly in there, and now we've got a blue dot on the MACD platinum below the 0 level, hence the grey vertical line, getting ready for potential buy. Like I said, I'll just leave all this on the chart. Once this video's done and uploaded, I'll go back and I'll clean up this chart so we start afresh. Sometimes charts get too clubbed, and I'll show you that in a minute when we get down to the pound. Right, pound Swiss, nothing happening. We've got this sort of support level and price. We've got a MACD platinum below the 0 level. Blue dot, hence the grey vertical line. Even though we're probably going into the moving averages and against the trend, I'd have a shot at this, just because I like any double tops, double bottoms on the daily time frame on Forex is normally pretty good. You want to have a crack at them. Is there a red dot there? There's no red dot there. So this is sometimes for TradingView, it does this. See over here on TradingView, we've got a blue dot. You think there'd be a red dot in there for sure somewhere, and the red dot's not over there. So there's like a glitch in the matrix. Just every now and then it happens. And it sort of happens on big moves and stuff. So, yeah. Lucky I didn't get that one. Right, pound yen. Now here we go. Yen pair is just doing my head in. I'm in loss recovery based on the QMP filtered dot. So we took a sell, reversed to a buy, reversed to a sell. This white line's the actual overall break in. So we didn't cut. We came very close, but we didn't get to it. I was having a look last week, see if we'd been in loss recovery mode, yeah, we still wouldn't have got it. Loss recovery on the MACD platinum, we still would have been very close. Then we went to a buy, then another sell, another buy, another sell, and as Murphy's Law would have it, we've got this resistance level and price has gone up and trying to break through it. My two targets down here, I've got a lot of loss to make up, over $6,000. It sounds like a lot, and it is a lot, but it's not terrible, because this is a pair that will eventually break out and give me some good profit. It does move nicely, it's just in a bit of a sideways. This is where you get killed on this sort of type of trading. It doesn't matter if we don't make it to targets, even if the price reverses and comes down a bit, as long as we try and get some profit from some of these trades before it reverses. And in the moment, we're not getting any profit from any trade. So that's what happens when you get whipsaw like that. And it's all a bit tight on the MACD platinum too. So yeah. So pound yen, not looking that flash at the moment. Now, pound USD. I'm going to leave this on the watch list. Well, I haven't got a choice because I've got a lot of trades on, and we're sort of stalling around. And you've heard me bang on about this in previous videos. I've made a couple of mistakes. I missed the candle entry, which should have been out of this already. The commitment, I went on a midweek bender. You all know the story, and I missed an entry by about 50, 60 pips or something, which just stuffed up the whole sequence. And other than that, I went in double my normal position size, which is a mistake on my part. I didn't go into loss recovery mode. So there's a few errors and they've compounded and caused me a bit of grief. So my last trade was this sell here, and it's just gone absolutely nowhere fast. It's getting very messy, this chart. But what I do, I'll just bring up one of my MT5 platforms. Which one is it? This is my testing platform. So I've got the pound USD on one of my MT5. So there's no lines. It just gives me a clearer look at the chart. You know, like if I look at the TradingView one, you know, you look at TradingView one, you can't see the moving averages. You can't see much. It's hard to get a read on what it looks like. So all I do is switch over to a cleaner chart. I've even got the QQE advanced on here, so I know at the moment there's no chance there's ever going to be a buy signal anytime soon. But price is coming down to the moving averages now. Now, if it keeps on going, who knows? There's plenty of divergence there. You can see it there. Price is grinding up. You can see it there. And look at the MACD Platinum. It's going the other way. But it's already through the zero level. And we're getting at the moving averages. It's sort of in no man's land. That candle, I got excited because that candle there, I got excited. But now we're starting to 3 days of just messing with me. And it's funny because I spoke about it in the Telegram group during the week. I've actually got a EA that we're building at the moment, and I'm testing it like on a live account, small live account, on the pound 3-minute chart. Now I've been trading it since I think on the EA's been going since the 6th of June. So there. So that candle there. And it's 3-minute chart, and that sort of movement in 3-minute charts a lot. So yeah, but it's been going all right, but it's messing with me a bit, the pound. So we'll go back to TradingView. So I'm in a lot of trades. I got a lot to recover. We've got a little bit of profit built in. We just need to push down, get amongst these yellow lines, and I can start closing some trades down. And it'll free up some margin in my account, because this is really chewing into my margin. I'd be trading 8-hour trades, 8-hour charts on this same account. I was, but I had to get rid of them because I'm just running out of margin. So my 8-hour, if you want to look at the spreadsheet that I'll share with everyone, if there's down the bottom of the spreadsheet, there's lots of different sheets. I think there's that one called 8-hour DCA or something like that. I still plod along 3 times a day. It's easy going. I was going to say something stupid like shooting fish in a barrel, but as soon as I say that, it'll go to crap. I know it will. Talk about 8-hour and New Zealand CAD. Just switch down to New Zealand CAD now. This thing has been sideways. Now, I showed you a couple of weeks ago, or last week, we'll go back to the 8-hour charts. Where's the New Zealand CAD? Surprisingly, see, this has been an absolute nightmare. I don't know if you remember it from last week. I was in sells and buys, both directions, 4 trades in each. And you know what? I got out of both, with both in good profit on both sides. You can have a look at the spreadsheet if you want. Yeah, I got out of all of them, and surprisingly, the market hasn't moved that much. But once you go into DCA mode, it doesn't take much of a move in one direction, especially when all the trades are tight like they're all between this range and that range. So yeah, so the 8 hours good. Now the daily chart, back on the daily now, took a sell here. So this is the traditional hedge. And there's a second trade there. So sell, I took a buy here because the second sequence is a valid buy signal, which is also a hedge buy for sequence 2. And now we've got a second sell here. So that's trade 2 for sequence 2. So there's your break-ins, that yellow dotted line. And sequence 1 is hedge, so it's a buy and a sell. And we're looking for a buy. The MACD Platinum's below the 0. So ideally what I want to see is price to come down here. Now if it keeps on dropping, it'll take out my overall break-even, and I'll just get out of all these trades. But say it comes down and just takes out the yellow dash line there and turns, that's fine. I'll be out of the sell, so sequence 2 I'll be out of, and I'll be looking for a second buy trade on sequence 1. That makes sense? But it's all been a bit messy, a bit sideways, the New Zealand CAD, so don't hold your breath. New Zealand USD, we're on a buy trade from back here on the 26th of May. 19th of June was stopped out for an overall break-even result. It was a break-even. It's like, even though the stop's below the entry, I closed the first half somewhere probably up here somewhere. So it was a $3 or $4 to me. I call it a break-even result. So we're out of those trades. All right, and again, like the Aussie USD, very similar. Prices come up to a big level, which is a 60 cent level on the New Zealand. That's the 55 cent down there. So it's bogged at that 60 cent level. We've got this regular bearish divergence there, and we've got this little sort of resistance level, double top on price. So you've got a few factors there, and there's a red dot there. You could take the sell. You're going into the moving average. It's a higher risk trade. The MACD platinum's already through the zero level. But if you wanted to, and I think, I'm not sure if I trade this on my DCA charts or not. Yeah, it's up to you whether you take that trade on. It is a higher risk sort of trade, but I like that setup. It's not too bad, and I probably should have taken it, but we're going to wait. We're going to be a bit more patient. USDCAD. This is one that we're still in. What do we got here? We're still in this sequence one. It's a traditional hedging, so that's a buy, hedge, sell, etc. And 3 for S3 is that's the actual last buy, so it's trade 4. So 1 buy, 2 buy, 3 buy, 4 buy. That's trade 4. The yellow dotted line or dashed line is the overall break-even for that. Sequence 2 is a sell, and that's already closed half and got a stop in place, so we can't lose on that. There's a stop there, the entry's up here, so we can't lose on sequence 2. And sequence 3 was a buy. Now, look here, Jimbo. Now, yeah, all right, I'm going to do something about that too. I forgot about that. I will do something about that on Monday. I'm going to close half. The reason I'm doing this is because the MACD platinum's through the zero level. And I want to reduce my risk. So ideally, this sell will get stopped out. If it just pops up a little bit higher, and takes out that yellow line, which if I close half, that yellow line's going to be a little bit higher. No big deal. But I'm going to close half. I'm going to put a stop probably in there somewhere, about there. That makes sense. So I'll do that. So sequence 3 buy USDCAD on Monday. I'm going to close half and put a stop at 136. 136 266. All right. So that's Monday. We'll just type things up on this CAD. USDCAD. I'm going to keep it on my watch list. I'm determined to make some money on the USDCAD. USD Singapore dollar. Again, it's like the CAD. A bit messed up. We've got lots of trades on. I did go into DCA mode, so we're back in the original trade. Buy trade was back on the 31st of Jan, so it feels like a lifetime ago. And we're still in that buy trade. I've closed all the sells. I've switched to DCA mode. You can pause the video and have a look. Closed all the sell trades. So we've got some profit in the bank. We've got $3,017 roughly in the bank already. So I know it looks bad at the moment, our overall break-evens here, but just say we get up here somewhere and I look at all the open trades and they're losing, say, $3,000. If I closed them all, I'd be $17 after that complete nightmare. All it's cost me is time because I've covered all the swap fees and everything. So that's just my thinking, and I can start afresh. But in the meantime, I'll probably lock in more profit if it does go up because I've got these 3 trades over here and they're all based on this red entry level there. So there's 3 entries, sells, and their stop is right down here. So locking in good profit there also. That's these 3 trades over here. But the main things is dollar cost averaging sequence 1. Sequence 2 and sequence 3. Oh yeah, I just left the sequence numbers on there, that's all. So yeah, we need to go up. But it was like I said last week, we got conflicting signals here. We got divergences both ways, bullish and bearish, which gets a little bit confusing. Oh, that's the dumb thing, Jim. Damn. Where was that? In there somewhere. Yeah. So, geez, I'm having a shocker here. Yeah, so we've got conflicting divergences there. It just sort of muddies the water a bit and it creates that paralysis by analysis, paralysis, whatever you want to call it. So if you're not sure, just sit out if you're not sure. Yeah, and I closed. I was in a sell trade. Where was that sequence for? I closed that, took a loss, and that loss was just absorbed into that there. It took a buy. Let's just get this line right. All right, let's get this line right. Get in the right spot. What is it? 128, 624. Where are we? I got no idea where it's supposed to be. Doesn't matter. All right, let's move on. Silver took a sell on Friday morning, yesterday, and it's basically gone nowhere. It sort of spiked down nicely back towards the $35 level there. It's a high risk trade. As I said, I've started writing my notes on the charts now. It's a high risk trade, but it's a long way from the moving averages. The MACD Platinum's a fair distance above the zero level. We've got a little bit of regular bearish divergence there, so it's worth a shot. That's silver. It's gold. I'm in a few trades here. You can read all about it. There, it's multi-sequence hedging, so 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's a bit of profit locked in already there. Needs to push up higher. This green level here is a 3,500 level. It's just got to this resistance level on price and just won't break it. You see silver's on the move. Gold's really not following at the moment. Normally silver follows gold. There's a fair bit of correlation between them at times. Not all the time, but a lot of the time. But it's certainly got a triple top there now, so who knows where it's going. And the MACD Platinum's now above the zero level, got a red dot, and yeah, going nowhere fast. And finally, we have a look at the US stock market, US 500. There's the high, well, high's over just a bit higher, but it's a resistance level on price. Price has come up to it very close. Got big divergence there, have a look at that. And we've got the sell signal here. Now, whether you want to short the market, the US market, who knows? There's, like I said at the beginning of the video, there's a lot happening, but I say that every week. So it's always something happening to affect the markets. And it's just, and that's what gives us probably trading opportunities. There's volatility. It gets annoying, especially on the daily charts. There's a bit of banter. I know there's a bit of banter in, I think it was a Telegram group, where people are asking how their months are going so far, and there's mixed results. Like the daily charts, I've been struggling for a couple of months on the daily chart just because there's no clear direction one way or the other. Whereas on the 8-hour charts, it's just, I'm not having big trades, but just getting a few pips every trade. You just want to keep on doing, like using the baseball sort of analogy. You just want to get little base hits. You might strike out a few times, but when you hit the home run, life's good. So that's what you're sort of doing with trading. You just got to keep on plodding along. And that's what, if you ever look at the results on my 8-hour charts, that's what all you'll see recently. Close out half, stop and play, stopped out. That's it. It's constant. And that's just, the market's not going anywhere, but with 8-hour charts, instead of checking once a day, I'm checking 3 times a day. So it gives you more action, I guess. And it fits with my lifestyle. Well, I don't work. So Monday to Friday, I'm on the charts. I could do the 4-hour charts if I wanted to. I could check every candle, no dramas. But most people have got a life, family, other stuff. So yeah, pick a time frame that suits your lifestyle. All right, boys and girls, that's it. It's 33 minutes of me rabbiting on. Enjoy your weekend. Stay safe. Thank you for watching. And if you do like the video, hit the like button, hit subscribe button. It's always appreciated. And stay safe. See ya.